Hey, what's up, guys? I'm back with another Zynga Poker video. That's actually my second recording. Um, kind of messed up the first time, so we'll try this again. Um, so we're gonna play a regular sit and go. So we'll do 100 million this time since we won last time. I think we won. I think. So yeah, when I was recording the first time, um, the app actually accidentally logged me out. So then, I had to delete that footage. It was only like a minute long, but still, it was a little bit irritating, but it's whatever. So it's not like I really have to edit these videos anyways. So it's not really that big of a deal. Speaking of which, I should really start editing a video I'm really thinking about. I know I've been talking about it to you guys for a while. I really want to do it. It's just like, I've kind of been putting it off because I've been kind of busy with some other stuff. Not really, but I just haven't been thinking about it. But I think I really want to try to focus in on finishing it. Because I think I do have enough footage now. I just need to put it all together, basically. So anyways, it looks like I've got Jack King right here, and I'm not gonna play that. 10-3, not gonna play that. So last weekend I was in Minnesota, and I went to the Vikings game, and they got killed. So that was disappointing, but yeah, hopefully they bounce back. It's still early. It's only 4 games in, so there's a lot more teams in worse positions, but they definitely have to step up their game if they want to win the Super Bowl this year. Nothing too exciting happened this week. I was out on the road all week this week. I was only at work for 4 days because I took Monday off. But, every single day I was out on the road, so I kind of realized with my work, I've been out on the road, a little bit more lately, and I'm not sure why that is. I think it's probably because I've become more experienced in my job, but I don't think it's weird because, like, before I was kind of in the office a lot, not a lot, but, a substantial amount of time, like, more than I was right now. And, like, I'm not complaining necessarily, but I just feel like, maybe I need a break, So this week I'm going to try to take it easy. We'll see what happens. One thing about my job is I never really get too stressed about it, so I think that's good. Okay, so I've got a straight draw right here, so I'm going to bet. I'll call this. Okay, so that's not good. Looks like he's going to bet again. Yep. And I'll call it. I'm feeling good. No, that was not good. He's gonna bet, yeah. I feel like, you gotta step up sometimes. You gotta be like, okay, I have the potential for a good hand, so I have to bet more, I guess. I had like a 1 in 6 chance of getting a straight right there, so I probably should have bet some more right there. Didn't really play that well. Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, my week was pretty boring, to be honest. Last 2 weeks. I don't know. I feel like some plans have kind of fallen through. I mean, I remember the weekend before I was supposed to like go on this like brewery tour or something, but then that fell through. I guess like the guy that was hosting it, he had something come up or whatever, and then you know the past week, you know, I was in Minnesota, so that kind of like I couldn't really do anything here. And then this weekend, you know, I think a couple people that I know went to like Oktoberfest or whatever, and I didn't end up going. Like, I don't know, like it was kind of people like I kind of knew but kind of didn't know too well, you know, and the people that I feel like I really knew well didn't end up going, so it was like, you know, I didn't really feel like going. I had a chance to like volunteer this morning, and like I didn't do that. I kind of felt bad about it. I don't know. I feel like I'm letting a lot of opportunities pass me by, and it's not really a good thing. You know, like if it's not like the perfect situation, you know, I'm kind of like, you know, I shouldn't really do this. You know, it's like, you know, I'm not sure, you know, how these people would react to, you know, me hanging out with them. It's kind of a weird situation, but you know, I feel like I have made more friends over the last couple months than I had, you know, over the last like 7 or whatever, or really actually 10 months actually. I really feel like, you know, I'm doing better. I'm doing better. I think I just feel like, you know, I take like 2 steps forward and then I take a step back. You know what I mean? Like I feel like, okay, you know, like I'm like friends with these people now, but it's like it doesn't really feel like it. You know, it's kind of a struggle for sure. You know, since I've joined this, you know, club I'm part of, it's kind of been a little bit of, you know, give and take, I think, you know, because I feel like I've been offered to do things, but like it hasn't really been the right scenario. Like I've been either gone, or I feel like it's been with people that I don't really know, you know what I mean, or I really haven't become friends with, you know, because like the club is kind of big, so it's like, you know, I really feel like I've only made friends with like certain people, or felt more comfortable with certain people, and you know, and then those certain people don't like show up, you know, to certain events, and I'm like, I'm kind of hesitant to you know, go to this certain event. So it's kind of bad. I feel like I'm kind of being a baby sometimes, but you know, like what can you do? So far I've been doing pretty badly, so I don't know what's going on. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like, you know, I don't really have anything planned for the next, probably the next month. I feel like, you know, I really don't have anything planned, and I really feel like I got to start making some moves. Maybe join another club, maybe start an attempt at dating type thing. You know, just anything that I feel, you know, would help me move forward in life. Veritasium actually just came out with a video today, or like yesterday. It was like the science of boredom or something. And, you know, he actually said that boredom was actually somewhat of a good thing. He said it was a bad thing for the body, you know, like for the mind, that it's trying to warn you, like, hey, you've got to get out of this slump. But it's kind of like a kind of a push forward. Like it helps you move forward, because when you're bored, you think more creatively. And I thought that was pretty interesting, because, you know, I thought like when you were bored, you know, you're kind of like depressed and you didn't really want to think about anything. But it actually kind of makes sense, because, when I get bored, I kind of get these altruistic thoughts, you know what I mean? And I kind of think about not maybe kind of my future, but just kind of like the bigger picture of things, I guess. And I don't know, it's interesting. They also said, if you're bored, you're more likely to volunteer, which is ironic because I had the chance to volunteer this morning and I didn't do it, so I don't know what's up. I don't know what's up with that. Though it was kind of he had like a certain definition for boredom, and that's when I think boredom isn't when you don't have boredom isn't when you have nothing to do. Boredom is when every option you have available to you is unappealing, basically. Which I thought was interesting. I didn't really think about it that way. But it makes sense because when you're bored, I mean, you're never really doing nothing. You're like still breathing or sitting or whatever or standing. But I don't know how often I've really been quote unquote bored, you know what I mean? Because I feel like, I'm always somewhat doing something because like he said when you look at your phone, that's not boredom. You're shifting your attention to something, that's entertaining basically. So it's not boredom. So when you watch a YouTube video or look at your phone, that's not boredom. And so, oftentimes, I'll, when I'm quote unquote bored, I'll listen to music. And I guess that doesn't qualify as boredom, I guess. I feel like, you guys probably do that too, where you basically just listen to music, maybe in your room, just listen to your headphones, or, just stand around, listen to music, and then just kind of think that way. I mean, I feel like that's kind of what Veritasium was getting at, but not completely, because, like, in order for you to truly be bored, you can't have any, like, outside stimuli, really. And so, like, music kind of qualifies as that, because when I'm listening to music, I'm really not thinking creatively. I'm more thinking about that song or, like, something that's related to that song. So, like, whatever mood I'm put in by that song, I'll think about, basically. And so it can be really, really weird, I guess. But, I don't know. So we're going to go all in here. It looks like I won. I was kind of hesitant there. I thought they had a straight, but I guess I won that, so that's good. It was a good bet because I had top pair, no cards on the flop to beat me. Or on the field to beat me. So right now I'm already in the top 5, so that's good. But other things in terms of boredom, so like making a YouTube video, this obviously isn't boredom. Eating's not boredom. Sleeping's not boredom. Working's not boredom. It's just even like really driving's not boredom either. He was really saying like boredom would be like if you're like standing in line and instead of looking at your phone, you just let your mind wander, essentially. I thought that was pretty interesting because I think I usually do that. I think whenever I'm like waiting in line, I'll just let my thoughts wander instead of looking at my phone. Like obviously sometimes I'll look at my phone if I feel like there's something interesting, but I feel like I don't look at my phone as much as, most people do. Because people say like looking at your phone is kind of an addiction. I don't really think that's it for me. I think if I'm addicted to anything, it's probably YouTube, I'd say. I looked at my like YouTube watch time the other day, and it said it was like something like 2.5 hours is like my daily watch time, which I guess is like less than the average like time somebody like watches TV. So that's interesting. So I feel like I still look at a screen a lot of the time, but not all the time. When I'm at work, I rarely look at a screen unless I'm in the office, and then I do a lot of outdoorsy things. The club I'm with, I don't look at a screen, for that certain amount of time, and so that's definitely helpful as well. But yeah, it's just it's an evolving thing basically, and you can't really pinpoint it. So it looks like I didn't quite get the top 3 right there, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Looks like I'm gonna have to make a move. But it really got me interested in like the science of boredom. So like maybe I'll make a video like responding to his video or something, or I'll probably just like name this something weird or whatever. Looks like he's gonna win this one too. Oh no, I'm in the top 3, just like that. Only won one hand. That's a great thing about this game sometimes. Like, you really don't have to do anything, and you can still get in the top 3. Like, I got in the top 3 at a $100 million table, with really only winning one hand, which is just... Honestly, that's pretty amazing. So I'm not going to play that. This is actually looking to be a pretty short video. It's only at 16 minutes right now. But yeah, I think, you know, I'll start working on, you know, the video I have planned. I mean... I think I should start making videos where I just talk to you guys, really, you know, formulate some sort of opinion and then talk about that in some sort of way. It's gonna be weird, but we'll see what happens. It looks like I'm still alive, so that's good. So I'm not gonna play the 9 queen. I'm not gonna play 3 queen. So I have 9-3. Does not look good. And I'm probably going to have to fold this. Yep. K7, I don't like that. Q5, don't like that. I don't know, I feel like my boredom has shrunk over the last couple months, but it's still there, you know, and I still feel like, you know, I still need more things to focus on, and that's gonna kind of be my goal, is to like create things to focus on, and a couple of those things, you know, maybe it's, you know, joining another club, or maybe it's like attempting to get in a relationship. You know, I joined a club, you know, I've made friends, so I think, you know, I got to that step. You know, now it's like, you know, is it the, you know, put myself out there in terms of a relationship? Is that the next step? You know, like, that's something I kind of thought about at the beginning of the year, something I wanted to do. At least attempt it, you know, to get that experience. But yeah, you know, I feel like, you know, I'm making good progress, and, you know, maybe I can add that to the list, you know, like, hey, you know, I can join another club and, you know, create more interest there, you know, and I'm going to try to get better at, like, saying yes to things, and basically, you know, just being more open to different things, because I feel like if I'm not as open to things, it can be kind of detrimental to me. And so yeah, thank you guys for watching. Got second place. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.